Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Dani Damara. Now I would like to explain about how to describe pie chart form. Let's start it. IELTS Writing Task 1 structure. In Writing Task 1, you will be asked to write a report for a bar chart, line graphs, table, pie charts, maps, or diagram. All IELTS Writing Task 1 have the same structures, regardless of which task you are given. There are four main paragraphs that you need to use for task 1. Number 1 is introduction. The first paragraph will be your introductions and it contains the description of the graph, what it shows. I will always give you a description and you can use the information for your introductions, but don't copy it. You need to paraphrase it, so write it using your own words. This is your chance to introduction information such as categories, titles, headings, names, dates, and many more. Make sure your introduction is complete. It is usually one sentence, but sometimes it can also contain a second sentences about the measurement of unit. As you can see in this slide, I will give you example. In this pie chart, the introduction is the given pie chart provides information about the proportions of people using digital networking according to age group for Jamestown for the years 2018. Next, overview. This paragraph is the most important paragraph in your IELTS Writing Task 1 report. This is where you collect all the key features shown in the task and present them together. This paragraph has a direct impact on your band score for task achievement, which is 25% of your score. So you have to make it clear. And I will give you a sample of overview. Look at this slide. Overall, the general trend on Gemstone social media users during 2018 was the older person was, the less likely they were use digital networking. And the next is body paragraphs 1. This paragraph usually to contain the details. If your tag contains numbers such as a chart, you will need to support your sentences with data. Failing to do what will lower your score for task achievement. You should organize the type of the task into logical body paragraphs based on the key features. You should also take into consideration what types of tasks you have. For example, a bar chart shows comparison between two things, such as men and women, for different categories. So your aim is to compare men and women within each categories. You would then see which categories are most popular and which are least, and then organize categories into body paragraphs. Of course, it might not be about popularity, it may be about which categories have the biggest differences or the least differences. Whichever way you organize the information, it must be logical. As you can see in this slide, I will give you an example of body paragraph ones. In terms of the most significant feature of the chart, the largest category of digital communicators was the group age 13 to 25, which accounted for 40% of the total users. In addition, the next important segment of the population using social media was those aged between 26 and 35. This group's contribution was slightly lower at 35%. Moreover, added together, those two categories made up more than half of all those who use social media platforms in 2018. In Jamestown, they accounted for the vast majority of users at 75. And by paragraph 2, I will give you a sample. In stark contrast, the category with the lowest percentage of users, people older than 55, comprise a tiny 2% of all users. Furthermore, those between 46 and 55 years of age contributed 10%, and people aged 36 to 45 made up 80%. That's all about my presentation today. For your attention, thank you so much.